everybody. Welcome to the second episode of What Have I Done Debates. Obviously, the hotly anticipated second episode, because boy, have you seen those views, Mark?
I haven't seen it actually for a while.
Damn, we're looking around 76 views. Like this is
nice.
This is probably my hottest video. If you that can be exploited as a series. All of the other videos that have blown up are kind of one and dones. So, you know,
WarioWare touched.
Yeah, WarioWare touched OST that I made a year ago and is terrible because I didn't know how to use VGM trans. That's what it's called. All right, don't judge me. So speaking of the first, oh sorry, how rude am I? I am your host, the channel owner, Mila, and joining me, as always, my token white friend, Mark.
Wait, you're what?
I've been sitting on that one for like 4 days. So speaking of the first episode, let's get into who won. When's the last time you looked at these results?
English today.
English today. All right. So you probably know exactly what I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
So after the first episode, which, you know, as they say, the first thing will always get 1 million views, and the second one will get half that. So today we got 9 responses. So maybe next time we'll get 5. But the questions are, as I hope you remember, 9/11 versus January 6th. 9/11 wins with 7 votes to 2. I hope you feel bad about yourself.
Okay.
Move on. Second argument, Halloween or Christmas. Christmas won with 6 votes.
Uphill battle.
And for the last one, can you make a comeback? The question was, is the water in Flint safe to drink? Your answer was no, the water is yellow, earning a whopping 4 votes. My answer, yes, Obama drank it, won with 5 votes.
No!
Even in the closest race, you still got fucked. I hope you're happy.
I got half the votes.
You got less than half the votes. You got 44.4%, buddy.
Did you just work that out now, or do you already have that number?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but so the thing about this is that a lot of people actually called in to congratulate you. Okay, for everybody in the audience, unfortunately we had to make the episode a day late, and that's why you're hearing it, because Mark was, I don't know, murdering his sister or something. It wasn't really clear. But basically, it was actually all good, because in that time I was able to set up a voicemail, and a lot of our loving fans and supporters called in to commend you on your momentous occasion last week. So let's see if I can get a couple of these
momentous occasion.
Yeah, a couple of these to play.
Mark, your arguments were shit, and you should go fuck yourself.
I think.
Wait, who is this?
I don't know who any of these are. These are just our loving fans. Yeah. Well, that's just one of them. Let's listen to this one.
Hey, Mark. I just listened to the latest episode
this one
of
sounds like a chick.
What Have I Done Debates, and I thought your arguments were really stupid, and you should go fuck yourself.
Wow. You know what? She had some great points, though. She had some great points. You know, well, while we're at this, I think somebody should definitely be plugging the voicemail number for anybody else who wants to call in and tell Mark how good of a job he did. I sent you the number, so if you could just,
let me pull it up.
You just pull that up.
All right, so the voicemail number is 267-404-3049. That's 267-404-3049.
Wow, you should be in pill commercials. And don't worry, it'll be in the description, so you have no reason not to call.
Call in, because then this will happen and it's funny.
Mark, you fucking liberal. 9/11 was the best thing that ever happened to this goddamn country. Go fuck yourself, you idiot.
Wow. Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself if I asked him to send a voicemail saying exactly
before
that.
you play that one, I recognize who that person is, and he was definitely using a deeper voice than normal.
Nah, no way. That's definitely what he sounds like all the time. This one, actually, we got a couple of celebrity call-ins. This one, I believe, is Darth Vader.
Mark, go fuck yourself.
Is that? I know that one too.
Oh, really? You know Darth Vader? That's great.
Hold on, I'm typing. I don't want to say like random people's names on there. So.
Okay, well, do you know Mickey Mouse? Because Mickey Mouse also called in.
Mark, go fuck yourself.
Same person.
No, one of them was Darth Vader, the other one was Mickey Mouse.
How many did she leave?
No, she only left those two. But that's not all of them. We still have two more, and I think they're very important.
Mark, go fuck yourself.
Who is that?
I asked a lot of people that you didn't know to call in. Don't worry, we only have one more.
Mark, go fuck yourself.
You told everyone to say the same thing.
I told everyone to say, Mark, go fuck yourself. Or something along those lines. Okay, everybody, if you had as much fun with that fucking segment as I did, make sure to call the number in the description. You can say something other than Mark, go fuck yourself, but we're at a point we're at such we're in our infancy right now, so it doesn't matter what it is. I will play it on the show. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just explain something real quick. So the idea behind that is that you can ask questions or suggest topics.
Yeah, but also you can tell Mark to go fuck himself because it's way funnier.
I guess
because he
that's
made because just in case you're wondering, he's the one who made this episode late. So when this episode comes out either Wednesday or Thursday, to all of the ravenous fans,
Wednesday was the normal day.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it came out Tuesday last week actually. So
did it really?
It did.
Well, it was planned for Wednesday.
It was planned for Wednesday. Oh, bye MP3 bot. That's good. We don't need you anyway. I ran through all the voicemails. All right. Okay. So how long have we been going? We've been going like forever, and we haven't even introduced the goddamn topic. The main topic that everybody clicked on this video for because they saw our artist's lovely rendition of the debate that has been going on for centuries, for 40 and like 100 years ago. John Wilkes Booth versus Lee Harvey Oswald. Now, I'm sure we both have very contentious topics, but I wrote a document called Show Notes, and there are 4 things on here. One of them is let Mark speak. So I think in tradition with, as I wrote to myself, I think you should start.
Okay.
Why is Lee Harvey Oswald the good one?
So hold on. So should I like present like all of my topics, like all the things I've written down, or just like? Well,
I think you should present a few, and then I'll probably debunk a few. How do we get in the inside baseball of fucking debating?
Okay, so basically, most of my arguments boil down to dude was pretty based. So
you fucking.
So, I'm sorry, but I think we're letting me speak.
Says who?
So the very first thing I have written in this document is shooting the prez, incredibly based, terrible, traumatizing, but incredibly based.
Okay, I just gotta stop you right there. John Wilkes Booth also shot the president.
Yeah, okay, LHO was better. That's the same action. See, what's better about LHO is that he worked alone.
Are you really gonna call him LHO?
Yes. I'm not saying Lee Harvey Oswald.
You just call him Oswald.
Okay, whatever. Oswald worked alone against the entirety of national security to shoot the president. And the way he got there was that he was told someone he was going to pick up a curtain rod. Like, bro, like, deception at its finest.
Okay, but John Wilkes Booth was able to shoot the president because he rizzed up everybody and played the long con for like 40 years until he was able to just go backstage because everybody was like, oh, Mr. Booth, right this way.
Okay, so Oswald didn't have that kind of like street cred.
Bruh, he had a personality pattern disturbance with schizoid features and passive-aggressive tendencies. That's what his fucking therapist said. He had no
what
riz.
Else he was?
What?
A commie! He defaulted to the Soviet Union just to meet another 19-year-old. He was 22 at the time, so it's not that big of a difference. But like,
okay,
to meet
but here's
a 19-year-old,
the problem. In the 1900s, communism bad.
Okay, that just makes it that much more based. Like, I mean, what do you want me to say?
Communism.
I'm arguing for Lee Harvey Oswald here. What do you want me to say?
I want you to say he's base. You should have picked John Wilkes Booth, who is infinitely
I
base.
said that.
He's got no problems.
Okay. How about this? So this dude is clearly mentally ill. He is like the American Psycho. Like,
okay.
It's
counterpoint. John Wilkes Booth was a Confederate. That makes him also mentally ill.
Okay, not all Confederates are mentally ill.
Oh, you motherfucker! You pick one. You find one.
Donald Trump.
You know what? Fucking, I'll give it to you. Okay.
That wasn't. Wait, have you ever seen like they tested my DNA and it wasn't DNA?
Yeah, it wasn't
USA.
DNA. It was USA. I guess that's true. You got me there, Mark.
So like, okay, but he was also part of I think it was the Navy.
Mm-hmm. That's true. He was part of the Navy, but he was
Okay, yeah, it was the
discharged
Navy.
when he accidentally shot himself. So I don't know.
Okay, but like, imagine working for the president just to kill him later and be like, that's a villain origin story. Like,
Okay, but he wasn't working for the same president. I think he was Navy under Eisenhower.
it's America, and America works for the president.
It's not the same president.
I don't care.
Okay.
They
can
are
you answer-
working.
can you
They
answer
all
me
work
this,
for
though?
America, and all of America works for the president. Also, he wasn't even initially arrested for the assassination of the president. He was initially assassinated for killing an officer. So, like, in a way, I guess you could argue that he got away with it for a full 5 hours or something.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. John Wilkes Booth got away with it for his whole fucking life because he ran away and they never caught him.
Okay. Well, that sucks. I have a quote here from Oswald's murderer. Well, actually,
That's another fucking thing. He was killed. He himself was assassinated. If that doesn't scream double
That's
L,
just
I don't
irony.
know what.
That is just good story writing. Like,
Nah, bro, that's fucking cringe as hell. If I was an assassin, believe me, I would be firing on all cylinders. I would kill my assassin before he even knew he was gonna kill me.
okay, but like, he was so patriotic. He was always exercising.
Yeah, nothing
his
more
Second Amendment
patriotic
right.
than fucking.
He was always buying a gun. I swear to God.
God damn it! I'm so glad you.
I told you I was ready for this episode.
God damn it!
Also, I thought it was funny that the police in 1963 showed him a picture of him holding a rifle he claimed to not have, and he said that they were faked photos, like Adobe Photoshop 63.
Well, you ever see that picture?
bruh.
You ever see that picture of fucking Stalin where he erased that guy out of it? It's possible.
Okay, but not to that extent and
Okay,
not
but
that
here's the
quickly.
thing. You know,
'Cause,
the
this was,
CIA was
hours
all
later.
up in that fucking shit. They were fucking around with all of it. There's no way that Lee Harvey Oswald even killed JFK. It was the CIA. The CIA fucking did it.
Prove it.
Here, I'll prove it. Watch the video where the guy proves it with a whiteboard. That's a great video, by the way. I suggest everybody watch it. Here's the
Send it to
thing,
me
okay? I'll put it in the description. Gotta note to self, put it in the fucking description because I forgot to put that picture of Obama up and people were not happy. Here's the thing about Lee Harvey Oswald. All right, magic bullet. What the fuck? That's not even real. That's not. How is that? How's that possible? How's that fucking
Well, first
possible?
of all, there's modifications you can do to a bullet.
Here, I got a modification for you. Why don't you kill yourself and let me finish? The CIA totally did it. Here's the thing. Did you ever hear that the bullets from the fucking gun did not match the number from the gun? Like, they were not the
The
same.
serial number?
Yeah, the serial number on the bullet wasn't the same as the serial number on the gun. Like how they have like
doesn't mean it.
No, I mean like they have like specific markings so you know what bullet is fired from what gun, and it doesn't match. They don't match.
See, here's the problem. He used fake names and addresses to get all of these things, so the serial numbers mean essentially nothing. But they could all be tied back to him, at least. Like, each individual bullet and each individual gun could be tied back to him through these aliases. And,
Counterpoint,
what's better,
shut up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
No, I didn't have anything. That's just why I said shut up. Here's a counterpoint for you. Guns are gay. They kill people.
Okay, he was a commie, and he married a 19-year-old. Like, I don't know how much, fruit you want.
That is not the American dream. That is not the American dream. The American dream is to marry a 13-year-old Southern girl in Tennessee because that's legal. You know, not a fucking 19-year-old pinko. Actually, she's not even a pinko. She's full on ginger because she lives in Russia.
Yeah, she was Russian.
Dude.
But then
you
no.
ever shack up with a Russian broad?
No.
Dog, your dick will get
here's-
redistributed.
Okay, but here's the most based part of it. He goes to the Soviet Union, right? He's like, this is where I want to live. This is how I want to live my life. Like, good for him. He's just taking charge. He gets there, and like a couple months after, he's like, this sucks. And I quote, there's no bowling alleys here.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, you know what? That's true. That's true because America does have bowling alleys. American hero Frank Grimes lived above a bowling alley and below another bowling alley.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. Like, imagine, okay, this isn't like for or against anyone, but like, dude, imagine going to the, like, defecting to the Soviet Union, still being considered a U.S. citizen, getting a visa, getting trapped in there because your visa expires, and then, like, saying there's no bowling alleys or nightclubs here. I want to leave, and then you spend a couple more months. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but you know what I'm really saying. You know what I'm really saying. It goes
yourself.
on to the it goes to the old adage: you made your bed, and now you gotta lie in it.
Yeah, but he didn't. He went back to America, and they just took him.
That's gay as hell. He wasn't supposed to be in America. He's supposed to be Russia. You go to Russia, especially in the '60s. Bye bye. That's it. You're gone now.
You have no credibility. But they still took him.
Here, you know what? Here, I got something for you. He killed the gayest president of all time. JFK was a raging homo. Abraham Lincoln is like top 5 presidents. Easy. Everybody knows that. He's the Chad. He freed the slaves. He's really tall. He wore a hat. He was also gay, but in a good way. He wrestled. He had like a perfect wrestling match record. He was based. And I really want to hug him.
Okay, but like, imagine defecting to the Soviet Union. You come back.
Okay, you only have this one fucking fact. Did you know that fucking
there's so much in it.
John Wilkes Booth literally married the daughter of a New Hampshire senator. Fucking Blue Pill, New Hampshire, Union City. He was able to marry someone from New Hampshire with just ultimate riz, because he was like the biggest Confederate of all. Even though he only did shows in the North, just to show how based and red-pilled he was. He would go to fucking Gettysburg during the Gettysburg War, because that's just how based he was. I mean, Battle of Gettysburg. I'm so sorry, Abraham. That's how based he was. He deflected to the North while being a Marylander, which was, Maryland was like, it was a swing state before they had swing states, where half of them wanted slavery and the other half didn't. He definitely wanted slavery, but he stayed up north because that's where all the gay little playwrights were.
Okay, but like, he came back to America, and the first thing he did was kill an anti-commie general. You know what?
I bet the first thing he did was actually
he tried to.
Go
He didn't
to
actually
sleep.
end up killing him.
Oh yeah, he fucking failed to like kill that other guy. Who is he? Edwin Walker.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, he shot the window or something, right?
Yeah, he was 100 feet away, and he tried to shoot him, and he missed.
Well, he didn't miss. He missed that 100 feet.
He hit the window, and literally just like a bunch of shrapnel went into the guy's arm, and that was it. What
a fucking idiot! He can't even kill a guy from 100 feet away. Dog, my guy, he shoots to kill. All right, he goes point blank to the back of the head. They don't think that even with modern medicine, Abraham Lincoln would not have been saved, because that's how good of a shot he was, right up to the front.
He was like, dude, he was less than a foot away.
Yeah, exactly. He was smart. He knew what he was doing.
Okay, that's actually really fair.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what's even baster? His escape plan. What was Lee Harvey Oswald to like sit around? Literally, John Wilkes Booth leapt from a fucking the balcony, and he like jumped down, and he was like, "Sic semper tyrannis. Also, I love slavery." And then he ran away on a horse named Crackers. He ran through the town on a horse named Crackers, and he went all the way to the fucking like Maryland, I think it was Virginia, fucking like forest, and he just camped out there and like got newspapers to hear what people thought about him. What a true diva. He was like, "Guys, does everybody like me because I killed the president?" And they were all like, "No." And he was like, "Oh."
Okay. See, here's the thing. Oh wait, I had a fantastic counter argument for all of that, and I.
You forgot it?
Shit. Yeah.
Oh sure.
Hold on, let me look at my list.
Okay, well, while you're saying that, I just want to say that John Wilkes Booth is literally he keeps all his promises. Promises made, promises kept, as they said with Trump. Because here's the thing, Lincoln's last speech, John Wilkes Booth said in response to that will be the last speech he ever makes, and you know what? It was, because he was killed immediately after that one.
Okay, so there's an intimidation factor, but that just draws attention to yourself. That's just stupid. That's the stupid part of it.
Okay, because he was an actor.
Okay,
he was already famous.
Right. Oswald was
Oswald was a fucking rabbit that's nowhere as popular as Mickey Mouse.
He was stupid and also extremely mentally ill. And then obviously
that's cringe. Mental illness is bad. Contrary to what you might hear on the internet, having mental illness is bad.
What do you mean, contrary to what you might hear on the internet? Where have you ever heard someone say, "God, I'm so glad for this"?
Everywhere.
Oh.
There are deep corners. Not very deep. It's called fandoms of children's television. You ever hear of Undertale?
Oh my god.
You ever hear... Everybody there loves fetishizing mental illness, all right? So, Lee Harvey Oswald is literally he's like the Dylan Klebold of fucking presidential assassins, because Tumblr will eat that shit up and be like, OMG, baby Lee Harvey Oswald. He's so scrunkly. He is small bean, all right? He is the fucking small bean of the presidential assassins.
Okay.
While John Wilkes Booth is like burly Chad. Yes.
Small tangent. I would like you to define scrunkly.
You know, like you could squeeze them.
I might need a bit more detail than that.
Do you think Lee Harvey Oswald got a prostate exam while he was in Russia? Because I'll tell you something.
Where did that
I
come
have it
from?
on good authority that John Wilkes Booth has never had a finger in his ass. Not even his own.
What authority? What historian is looking into this?
A lot of historians, actually. They recently found this new thing called an anal hymen, which shows whether or not you've been penetrated. And he wasn't. They didn't. They found it completely intact.
Decayed by now.
Nah, the anal hymen is very easy.
Also,
to see.
I'm not sure if that's a real thing. That might be something you read on Reddit with
No, I made it up. I made it up right now. You know, my mom listens to these, right? She's gonna have to hear me talk about anal hymens. Oh man, love you, Mom. She actually called in, but I forgot to export it beforehand, so we'll all get to listen into what my mom has to say about this next week.
Wait, is that it?
Is what it?
Is that? What do you mean? Hear what she has to say about it next week?
Well, I mean, like what she has to say, because I'm gonna play the voicemail next week.
Oh! She's gonna leave a voicemail.
Yeah, well, she already did leave a voicemail. I just didn't play it because I didn't download it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the one that you didn't get?
Yeah, that's the one I didn't get, unfortunately.
Okay. Do you have any more arguments?
Dude, I have fucking tons. I got tons. Yeah, alright, okay? Because here's the thing. He was based. He was literally going to kidnap Abraham Lincoln. I don't know if you knew that. He was part of this thing called the Knights of the Golden Circle, which today would probably be like a weird water sports fucking fetish club. But back then was like secret...
It's like the Mile High Club.
Yeah, but for piss play. Is now the, it was where the Confederates would meet to take over the North, which was genius. So, he kidnapped. But then... The tides turned. The South surrendered. What are you gonna do? You can't kidnap a president if the war is fucking over. So his plan changed to kill the president. What he was gonna do is he was gonna kill the president. He was gonna kill the vice president. Because then what's the North gonna do? They don't have a unified leadership anymore. The South would rise again. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fantastic. But what if you just wanted to kill the president just because?
Because it's based. Well, he also had morals. He had very high morals, and he.
Yeah. Well, that's not very based of him, is it?
It actually is kind of based. Killing presidents is always based, unless it's the president I like. And also, in case that may or may not be a felony, I'd never threaten to kill the president. I just said somebody else, maybe, if of their own prerogative, might kill the president. Just covering my bases here.
Oh, God.
Did you know that John Wilkes Booth was named after somebody?
A lot of people are named after someone.
Yeah. He was named after a weirdo politician who did whatever he wanted. Much like John Wilkes Booth, who also did whatever he wanted. Did you know that he was described as very attractive? He was like a modern-day Leo DiCaprio.
That doesn't help you at all!
Yeah, it does. He was cute.
You wouldn't make it in the act. He wouldn't be important if he wasn't.
Wow. Well, I
Like, I mean, are you
well,
going to say I'm
we're
wrong on
important? We're important. Do you think that means we're cute?
that? No, on both counts of us, no.
But we have a podcast with 75 views.
Where we're talking about Lee Harvey Oswald.
No, that's
versus John Wilkes
that's
Booth.
the January 6th versus 9/11 one that has 75 views. This one will probably get like 30.
No, we going up.
Did you know that Walt Whitman thought he was a genius?
A lot of people do. It's crap. There's a name for this. I was talking about it with Nick. Is it Dunning-Kruger? Hold on.
Is that the one where everybody who thinks they're really good at something is actually really bad at something?
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
Dunning-Kruger.
Yeah,
that
that's
one's gay as hell. I don't care about that. Did you know that John Wilkes Booth survived a gunshot?
Bruh.
Did you know?
What kind of an argument is that?
That just shows that he's a based god who don't take no shit from no one. Did you know that John Wilkes Booth went to seditious slave John Brown's execution?
Why does that help him?
Because that shows that he's an elitist, he don't take no shit, and he watches his enemies crash and burn. What a god.
Wow.
Did you know that the North was trying to withhold the malaria vaccinations to the South in hopes that they would surrender? But John Wilkes Booth, being the hero that he was, smuggled the vax into the South. Finally, a vaccine that won't give you autism.
Nah, that vaccine's definitely the reason they lost.
Did you know that after he killed people, everybody, even Robert E. Lee, agreed that what he did was terrible?
That makes sense.
Because he burned all the
He
bridges.
killed a
'cause
president.
He's just so based. Did you know that
Bruh.
after he murdered people, the press took it upon themselves to take the blame, saying that they had radicalized him into wanting to kill the president?
Okay, these aren't arguments. These are
Yeah,
just
but
facts.
he was literally the first case of Poll. He was the first case of Poll. Literally Elliot Rodger before there was Elliot Rodger. He was the original Isla Vista shooter. Actually, I did run out of things to say. That was the last thing on my list.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay, so I want to get your argument correct. When I write who won John Wilkes Booth versus Lee Harvey Oswald, I will say John Wilkes Booth, he was a based god who didn't take no shit. And your argument is Lee Harvey Oswald
Was incredibly based and was communist.
okay, based commie.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to our second topic, which was, is there anything wrong with having classified documents? I think that's a really good question, and we never
Where is
really...
that on the list?
It's on the contemporary topics.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So the real... Yes, Marky boy.
Oh, I'm on this account. No.
The thing is that before we recorded this, a couple days in retro before, I asked you what position you were going to take, but
Yeah.
you did not give a response. So I am going to elect to get my first position, and I'm going to say, no, there is
Of course
absolutely
you would take
nothing
that.
wrong with having classified documents. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because secrets are fun. Trump had a
Okay.
little bit of secrets. Biden had a little bit of secrets. But the thing is, they were both presidents. They were both duly elected. So I think that means they get to have whatever secret they want.
Okay, I see your argument, and I raise a way worse argument. Wait, what am I supposed to be arguing for? Oh yeah, 4.
That there is something wrong with having
yeah,
classified
there is
documents.
something
Jeez,
wrong
an
with
uphill
it.
battle for real.
See, here's the thing about classified documents. There's nothing wrong with having them. What there is a problem with is having them next to your car in your garage. Because we all know, if you're gonna... That you know, those documents, they're right next to his car.
They're going to get ruined.
Yep, right next to his car. Yeah, you know that I forget
You're
what
going to
car
get
he had.
CO2 poisoning.
He made a really specific point of saying the name of his car in the garage like 4 million times.
Oh, yeah. It was like the presidential car. I don't fucking remember. I'm not a car nerd.
Biden's car. Let me look it up.
Biden's car. I bet he drives one of those. What's that gay car? What's the car for gay people? It's like the green one. I'm looking it up. Gay car.
See, okay, here's the thing though.
Car stereotype.
He like cooperated.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Donald Trump definitely cooperated.
There's a difference here.
Well, I'm saying I know there's a difference. One of them is orange and one of them is white. So I don't know if this is a racial case. I think the question isn't who did it. The question is there anything wrong with what they did? Because they both did something.
Okay, yeah, but okay. So I don't have a problem with secrets, but what I do have a problem with is the secrets of the country just being out in the
it seems like you were actually a big fan of exposing private security when you said that it was a good thing for Harvey Oswald to go to Russia and leak all of our American secrets.
No one ever said he did that.
Yeah, but he was a communist. Obviously a traitor to America. He killed the president. Obviously he was pro... That was like Cold War era too, so this is like when information was most sensitive, bro. Now, what could those classified documents possibly be? Epstein's flight logs? Who cares? I've already seen them. And see, look, now I'm in on the secret. This is fun. I like this. I bet every classified document is like one trip to Epstein Island. Biden only had 2. Trump had like 1,000. But the truth is,
yeah, there's a difference here.
Yeah, but no. The
one
thing
can
is,
easily be like, oh yeah, I'm working late, unintentional. The other is, yes, this is here for a very specific reason that is undisclosed.
But here's
and
the thing.
I will not
here's the
cooperate with the investigation.
Trump actually did return the documents. Okay,
he did.
Once
he got caught.
No, he did because he flushed them down the toilet, and the toilet leads to the sewers. And if you didn't know, sewers are municipal, meaning they're owned by the government. So really, he was returning them right back to where they belonged, in the government's hands.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
Did he really flush them?
You didn't know that? Yeah, you got caught flushing them down the toilet. Here's the thing, though. What we're really arguing is somebody stole a candy bar and somebody stole an actual car. The question you're saying is, who's worse? But the question here is that even a crime? Which I'm saying it's not. There's nothing wrong with this.
Okay,
Here's what I'm saying. I wish I had classified documents. I wish I had a document with a bald eagle on it stamped right onto it that said, do not show this to anybody, pretty please. Cross your heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye. And I would say, of course, because nothing is a higher honor than keeping secrets, my lord.
Okay. Give me a second to think.
Sounds like I got you. And the second you have to think, that's the second you lose the argument.
I might be able to pull through in the first one, but not this one. God.
I don't think you're going to pull through in either of these. I think it's going to be a long time until you fucking get ahead of this.
Okay. So, like, what's wrong with it is that, like...
You're losing it in me saying there's nothing wrong with having classified documents, bro. You're really fucked.
No, well, there's the obvious problem of they're not supposed to be there. But, like, I don't know what else to say other than that. Like, I can't make any jokes about it. It's just is what it is.
Uh-huh. Do you think they ever touched tips? Do you think Biden never touched his documents to Trump's?
I'm gonna ignore that.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right. Bonus topic. Here, you know what? Do you want to pick the bonus topic this time? Do you want to run the program?
Yeah, sure. Here, let me stream it real quick.
All right. No, I can see it.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So I run it. All right. Yes!
All right. So the question is...
I love this topic. I chose this one.
Well, you know what? This is going to be unfortunate for you, because the argument is, are men better than women? My argument is yes. Mark's argument is no. So I have to come out with the bold stance that men are better than women. And you know what? This is actually really easy for me. I don't know if you've ever heard about this, but I run a little account called Fag Pen Ridge. You ever hear of it? All right.
I
so,
have.
Yeah? So, do you know of a date? Do you know what April 1st is?
April Fool's. And a friend of mine's birthday.
Well, it is also April Fool's Day, so your friend must be a real clown. The thing about April Fool's Day is that you make jokes. So for my Instagram at FagPenRidge, by the way, everyone should go follow it. For our April Fool's Day joke, I created a new subset called the Community of Unified Conservative Kids, otherwise known as the Cuck. And the Cuck had this one post called "It's Not So Bad in the Kitchen, the Life of an Anti-Feminist," where I wrote in detail why it's not so bad being the inferior sex, which, let's just get that out there, is women. Let me ask you this, Mark.
You just argued against yourself, but okay.
Let me just ask you one question. Mark, if women really are better than men, then why do they get paid less to do the exact same job as a man?
You see.
Obviously, because they don't do it as well.
I want to make so many jokes for your side, but I can't.
Exactly, you got fucked. Okay, I got a question for you.
I got screwed by the bot. Wait, no, I have to answer this one. So I'm gonna say the obvious answer, which is like just general disparity. Like there is some.
So you're saying sexism?
Yeah, there's no way to prove that they should be the same, and there's no way to prove that a position is the same. It's so easy to create a separate position and give it to a person, just so you can lower the pay or something like that.
Okay, Mark, if women are better or even equal to men, how come they can't destroy sexism?
Well, neither can dudes.
Well, dudes don't want to, because they're better than women. They don't need to.
Okay, well, why can't dudes destroy mental illness and depression?
Well, have you ever seen a broad? They're all up in that shit. They dramatic as fuck, you know? Chipped nail, and the whole day is ruined. A man will see, like, 8 people get killed in front of him, and you know what? 30 years later, he'll be like, wow, that shit was fucked, man.
That was tough, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Men are tougher than women.
But have you ever seen, like, a drama kid, dude?
Yes.
Like
drama kids are all women.
It goes both ways on both sides. Like,
nope. Those aren't real
Yes.
men. Those are also women. In disguise. Because they're acting. I got a question for you, Mark. If women are so good, how come there's never been a female president?
No. Don't go there. Do not go there. Trump won fair and square.
Oh yeah, by negative 2 million votes. Just because men are better than women. They're better at voting than women. That's true.
They're at voting.
Yeah, you see voting, it goes like 0%, 0%, 0%, 60%. That's all I'm saying.
Here. Let me find some statistics real quick.
I got stats for you.
Number
of women
in U.S. in 2016.
Here, I got a question for you. There are more men than women. Because they're better. That's not a question. It's just a fact.
Actually, as it would turn out, in 2016 there were more women than men.
Okay. Well, can you pull up the 1914 election results? See how many women voted in that one. See how many women voted in the 1914 election.
Women.
The answer is 0, you motherfucker. This is before the 19th Amendment was passed. Bruh.
Oh. See, if there's a problem, then why are we taking steps to solve it? Such as the 19th Amendment.
Well, you gotta nerf them. You gotta nerf them somehow.
Nerf who?
Men are like Meta Knight in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Alright? Because they're fucked.
Oh my god. Can we do another
bonus topic? You want to do another bonus topic?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna run it again.
Since you thoroughly got fucked. Alright.
God damn.
The argument is... Did they land on the moon? Oh shit. No! Fuck you!
No.
Alright. Oh no.
Yes!
Is AI art?
So
and I am for...
Okay, we're talking about something like Stable Diffusion, like, right? Like, where it, like, creates a completely new image.
We're talking about, like, the Wombo.ai. We're talking about Crayon. You know, that, like, the popular shit, yeah. I don't know. Okay. There's probably nerd words for this. Damn it, you know way more about this shit than I do. I don't even know why
you're
I
about
to
get screwed.
Okay, so let me tell you this, all right? Is AI art? Yes. Because robots are people.
That's a terrible argument.
Ever see Futurama? They're robots in that shit, and they seem pretty human.
Okay, so how about this? Our numbers, our brains do not work with numbers.
I can do numbers. 2 + 2, 4. Easy. 4 times
No,
4,
but
16.
We do not process
16 times 16,
information.
256.
We do not process images as sets of numbers.
That's
in
true.
a
I process
fixed
it as
amount.
sets of colors.
We also do not consider it in bits. We are not limited to a certain number of values. We are continuous. That all can play into some amount of creativity where there is a technical limit to what can be created. While a very vast number, it can be, well, not can be, but is finite as as opposed to our brains, which can contain any amount of detail and produce any amount of detail as we wish.
Okay. So your point is,
Creativity takes continuous behavior.
does it always, though?
Yes.
Okay, I got a question for you. Are video games art?
Yes.
Is Minecraft art?
I mean, personally, I don't like Minecraft, but it is the product of human creativity, so yes.
Okay, but here's the thing. Minecraft is procedurally generated. Is something that
Okay,
is
but the
procedurally
game-
generated art?
The game itself, the concept itself, is all created by a human. It is a tool. The computer is a tool used to express such a idea.
So you're saying the game itself is art, but not the world generation?
Yes.
But the world generation is the end product. How is that not the art?
The game itself, the gameplay, the logic, all of that is the art. The code, millions of lines of code written in freaking Java, the worst language to ever exist. Sorry.
What about Bedrock Addiction? That one's written in CSS.
Did you just say that's written in CSS?
Yes.
Are you aware of what CSS is?
No.
Cascading style sheet. It's used for websites. It's not even code. It's just a bunch of attributes about an object.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
I'm ashamed of you.
Is it C++?
Yeah, that's it. That
Okay.
makes more sense.
Oopsies. So I made a little mistake on my podcast. Oops. We'll just edit that out. Nobody will even hear it.
I swear to God, if I listen
No,
to this and
I'm not
it's
gonna edit
there.
that. Don't worry. I don't edit anything out except for personal addresses, which we drop very frequently.
Oh yeah, you have to remove our school's name, by the way.
No, I don't remove the school's name. They already know
remove
where
the school's name.
They already know where I'm from, so they're
Bruh.
only gonna be able to guess where you are. He's from Texas. I don't know him in real life. Here's the real question, though. AI is beautiful.
Okay, yeah, the creation.
Have you
The
ever gone to
program.
an AI art and searched large? Now, I don't know what you personally get into, so I'll just say human extremities, and you hit enter, and you will find said extremities in all of its voluptuous glory, leaving very little to the imagination.
Okay, first of all, that's like one of the most fucked things I've ever heard. Second, that is not the question. The question is the product of such a tool created?
Yeah, it's art.
It is.
It's
not
beautiful.
art.
That's just beautiful. Let's see. Define art. Let's see. What does art mean? Art, the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination.
Human creative.
Here's the thing, though. Where does AI get its fucking base from? Humans, all right?
Okay, but
AI
it is not
is an
in itself
algorithm
human.
that takes human input. It makes an output. If anything, that's more human because it's taking multiple human creations and mushing them together to make one big creation. It's like
First of all, that's not how
it's like
that
a
works.
compilation album. It's like when Kanye West and fucking Jay-Z make a duo album together. That's how you get Watch the Throne. That's how you get Friends in Paris. That's how you get the greatest album in Jay-Z's discography.
Okay, do you want to know something?
Yeah, I do want to know something.
You are completely wrong.
You know what? You're full of shit. I'm gonna get a different co-host. I swear to fucking God. I'm not wrong though. Please explain to me how I'm wrong.
The product, the input. Well, it's not even input. What the thing is trained on. when we're saying like neural networks and machine learning and type stuff, well, let's say latent decoder stable diffusion
Yep.
is the product of a certain algorithm that is constructed around human like example.
All right.
But it
I
is
get you
not
so far.
creating more human example. It is creating computer example
I got a
based on
computer
the
example for you.
based on the patterns of human example.
Okay, here I got a scenario for you. Let's just say you have Microsoft Paint open up, right?
Yeah.
And you click on the brush tool, right?
Yeah.
And you finagle your cursor around to create a lopsided circle, right?
Yeah.
Now you've just made art. You've just inputted into a machine human expression, and it has outputted your creation. Now you
But
go.
you have not put human expression.
Yes, you do, because you say big boobs, anime girl, trending on DeviantArt. You hit enter, and it gives you a large-breasted woman that is similar to styles from DeviantArt. That is your input into a machine, giving
Okay,
you
but
an
that's
output.
not your output. The problem,
It's your output. It's
No.
exactly your output.
So the output would be the images that would be trained on.
Yeah, the images that you told it to go find. Much like when
Okay, but
you
that's not-
click
but
a
that's not
color,
some-
when you click a color in a color wheel on a painting application, you are telling it where to go to receive that specific information. You did not create each one
Okay,
of
but
those
it is
orange
not
pixels,
creating the
but you
color.
told it to create that orange pixel.
Okay,
It hasn't
but it is
created
not
the art
creating
either.
the-
They're not creating anything. They're taking what has
But it
already
is
existed.
creating the output.
Yeah, this is the same thing. One is just using microscopic pixels like orange and red, and the other one is using concepts like big
No, it's
boobs
not.
and anime girl.
Oh no, it's actually not. You'd be surprised. That's not how it works.
I am every day is a surprise with you.
I'll have to show you how this works sometime. But
Oh
basically,
yeah, it sounds like you're
this-
being a real big nerd. Here's the thing: you got to condense it so the audience will understand. Vote for me if you think Mark is being a big nerd, because I know I will.
vote for me if I'm right, which I am, and
Which
you're not
he
a
is
little
not proven
bitch.
because he's being too smart. Wow, he's called me a bitch, and you know what? That's true because men are better than women. See, example 3. Look how much smarter you are. Look, you're a big, strong man explaining to a poor, helpless woman what AI art is. I really needed. Thank you, Mr. Big Strong Man. I really needed to know how AI art works.
You're the one that asked the question.
No, the robot is the one that asked the question, and that is art. See? Here, in this is like
No.
the opposite of AI art, because the robot gave us a prompt, and we gave it an output that millions of people will come to enjoy over the years.
But that's still the product of our creativity. We still
Yeah.
put our examples in and got our
Somewhere in the
examples out.
universe, AIs are listening to our podcast and arguing whether human art is art. That's all I'm saying.
What?
See? Exactly. Now, this has been a really thought-provoking discussion, I will say.
I have a headache.
No, you don't. You don't have a headache. You have a lost ache because you really did a really bad job last time. You lost clean sweep. This time we have 4 arguments, so maybe you'll be able to hold your own better. But
And the first one's definitely going to be closer.
I
at
don't think
least.
so. I don't think
It's
so. Your
closer.
only argument was he's a commie. That's it, and that's not even
That's
a good
such
thing.
a good argument.
Okay. No, it's not.
Yeah, I could also say that like
The topic is over.
Being a
All right. Let the
Southerner.
cards fall as they may.
okay.
So I think with that, is that all we've got for this episode?
Yeah, we still have to do a sync, don't forget, so don't stop any recordings, but yeah.
All right. Well, this has been another fantabulous episode of What Have I Done Debates. Thank you for listening all the way through. Make sure to call the voicemail 267-404-3049, I think. If it's not that, check the description. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If anybody has any suggestions, we will put them on the thing, no matter how bad they are, because that's what I've been doing. And also every time I think of something, and this thing is huge. But
This is a
until
long list.
yeah, and here's the thing: I think we add more than we're taking off. This is going to take a really long time to deplete all these, and they're all really good. So, if you want to
That's
hear,
good, though. That
if
means
you
we
want to
have enough
hear
content.
how this fucking how this list goes down, and you want to hear more voicemails of people calling in to tell Mark to go fuck himself, then stay tuned for next week's episode of What Have I Done Debates. Until then, I've been your co-host, Mila, and
Mark, me.
Yep, make sure to check out his YouTube channel, Yeti Boy, for all the
No,
sick gaming
that's not
montages.
it. It's Macronium. It's Macronium.
Oh yeah,
okay.
shit. I forgot that you actually
Hold
had a
on.
real YouTube channel. We should
We'll
plug
link it.
that.
We'll link
yeah,
it.
I'll link that in the description. Shit, I gotta update the show notes. The show notes just had the forums in it last time, so
Yeah.
we gotta add a lot more shit in there. So anyway, that's all I've got. That's all Mark has. Until next week, we've been What Have I Done Debates, the dynamic duo. Goodbye.